Very good morning, everyone.
Morning, KD.
Morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Teddy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for turning on your cameras. Nice. Let me post in the group that the class started. Just a minute, sir. Okay, done. I'm sharing my screen, sir. Shall we get started? Are we good? All?
Yes.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about licensing. Yesterday we were talking about purchasing a license, how much it will cost, how much we should pay. So that was our conversation, right? And so, Arey KD, why that much? Anyways, I will not pay from my pocket. Company will pay. Why should we waste time on this one? If that is your opinion in your mind, sir, probably it makes sense. But technically, it's always good to understand how that billing happens. And so, of course, we don't pay from our pocket, but obviously company pays, whichever organization you are going to join. And the company databases you are going to support. Obviously, that company will have a separate licensing department where they will do all this research and they will pay the for the software. Okay, sir. Chalo, then anyways, this discussion again I'm saying is important, sir, and important for the sake of knowledge. Nobody will ask you any questions on this in interviews. This is definitely not an interview based questions. Okay, so no more delay. I have shared my screen. Let us move. Sir. So before we go and do mathematical calculations, that how much will it cost and all that, before we do it, let us first try to understand the two types of licensing models. First one, core-based licensing. So yesterday we did a small discussion. First of all, yesterday we understood what is the meaning of a core. Core. Typical meaning of core is the processors that you have. If you open your laptop, obviously on the motherboard, there is a socket. Inside the socket, you have cores. The processor is split into cores. It may be a 2-core, it may be a 4-core, it may be a 8-core, it may be a 12-core, 10-core. You saw all these models yesterday. And even it can be a 16-core, or maybe it can be a 32-core, maybe it can be a 64-core, 128-core, 256-core. So for your information, sir, there are different models. So by the way, we did not see the Xeon E series. We only saw I series, i3, i5, i7, i9 is what we saw. We did not see the E series. E series are even expensive, of course. Plus, they have more cores as well. Okay. Anyway, sir, see, somebody said yesterday, KD, in my laptop, I have 4 cores. Okay, then you have to pay. If you're installing SQL Server on your laptop, sir, and you want to pay license cost, then you have to pay for 4 cores because you have 4 cores. In my laptop, sir, I also have 4 cores. I told you yesterday, I have a server. Very shortly, I'll be switching into it, which has got 16 cores in it. So I have to pay for 16 cores there. Any of you, sir, you can check your systems and tell me, anybody have more cores than 4, 8? You just have to run which command, sir? ms info 32. So do start, run, open run, type ms info 32. Okay. In ms info 32 processor information, you will see how many cores you have. Or even easier option is more than this. Right click and go to task manager here itself on your on the status bar. I don't know what bar is called as task bar. Right click and say task manager. In task manager, go to performance tab. In performance tab, you will see the processor information. Sockets 1, cores 2. So mine is a 2-core system, not 4. I'm sorry. So now you understood, sir. This is, and by the way, cache memory, how much I have? 3 MB. Nowadays, laptops are coming with how much cache memory you saw yesterday? 12 MB. Yeah, and even more, right? So yeah, so that means my laptop is not a high-end one. You can easily understand by that. Okay, so anyways, anybody? Oh, okay, I'm seeing some answers in the chat. KD, I have 6 cores and 12 threads. Okay, that's what Venkat Sai said. Okay. Yeah, 6 cores is a good system itself. Done, sir. Now, so do you want to pay per processor? Sorry, you want to pay per core? You can pay per core. So KD, are you saying that if I install SQL Server on my system, I will pay per core? Yes. So I will pay for 2 cores. Just now Sai said, Venkat Sai, I'm sorry. So Venkat will pay for 6 cores. So core-based licensing, paying per core is one billing model. Any questions anybody has on the core-based? Okay, KD, I have 2 laptops. Okay, in this laptop you have 4 cores, sir. In the other laptop you have 6 cores. Then you have to pay overall how much? 4 plus 6. For 10 cores you have to pay. If you want SQL Server on both the machines, here you pay for 4 core, here you will pay for 6 core. KD, I have 10 laptops. Okay, in each laptop, how many cores? All in all, I have each laptop has 40 cores. Then this time you have to pay for total 40 cores because 10 laptops, you have to install SQL Server on all of them. You have to pay for 40 cores. Like that. So by the way, so you and I might have 1 laptop or 2 laptops, but companies will have number of servers. So not 1 server, not 2 servers. They will have hundreds and hundreds of servers. So KD, then it becomes expensive. Yes, sir. Of course, it becomes expensive. Let's do a small calculation. Okay. So question is, what if there is, okay, let's say you're working for DMart project. Okay. Assume DMart is using SQL Server. Example. DMart has nearly around 400 servers, meaning 400 high-end machines. 400 servers they have. Okay, good. In that 400, so now each server will have definitely some cores in it. Let's assume on an average, every server has got 16 cores. Let's assume, I'm saying, okay, assumption. All the 400 servers have 16 cores. Or you want to make it mathematically interesting, then all of the, out of 400, 200 servers have 32 cores. The 200 servers have 16 cores. Is that okay? I'm just trying to make it mathematically a little interesting. Okay, sir. Then 200 servers, 32 cores, 200 servers, 16 cores. So these all are production servers. Production servers means main servers where business runs, where real business data is stored. So DMart also has non-production servers. Non-production servers means I told you yesterday, or maybe yesterday or day before yesterday. So see, there are 400 servers in the company, right? So now I want to do some testing before implementing something, before doing some implementation on production. First, what you want to do is you want a playground. Nobody does directly work on production. Sir. No changes are done on production. No modifications are done to the production. So that's why all companies would need, if there are 400 production servers, approximately maybe a 150 or a okay, 200 servers. So if you have 400 production servers, approximately another 400 non-production, meaning every production server will have one non-production. I want to test something here. I want to make some change there, or I want to do some new feature testing or all that. You are not supposed to do directly on the production server. First, to play on the non-production, check whether everything went smooth or not. Then you will do anything on production. That is why all companies follow this as a practice. So that means 400 production and 400 non-production. So, but there is no rule, okay? If you have production 400, non-production also must be, this can be 200 also. Okay, no rule that it should be exact match. Am I clear, sir? No rule that it should be exact match. So anyways, I'm doing that rule, okay now. So total, how many servers the company has, sir? 800 servers. Total. Now, sir, assuming you are using core model, core-based model, core-based billing. So you need to pay. So let's do a small calculation. So 200 servers, 200 servers into 32 cores, right? So 6,400 cores. So here you have got 6,400 cores. All total, I'm saying. Here you have got how much? Half of it, right? 3,200. 6,400. 2,000. So all in all, again, sir, 6,400 into 2, 12,800. 3,200. 1,400 plus 12,000. Altogether, 19,200 cores in. Hey, sir, you accept or not, this is how billing is calculated. This is how companies have to work. They have to spend this money. There is no other option. KD, that sounds like a huge amount. Yeah, let's do it, sir. Now, let's do a small calculation. So now the next question is, how much is the cost of SQL Server? Yesterday, some of you shared the licensing, right? SQL Server 2019 licensing. If you go for that link, sir, you will get the pricing link. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, 1 minute. Stop here. Out of all this, sir, do you want all of them enterprise edition? All enterprise? Okay, sir. Saving money, we will talk later. Saving money, we will talk later. First, let's assume for a few minutes that all are enterprise editions. It's a stupid decision of the company. All SQL servers are enterprise. Let's do with that assumption. Okay. So yes, sir. So if it is enterprise, USD 13,748. Okay.
That's for 2 core, right?
That is for 2 core. That is for 2 core pack. 13,748.
So 9,600 cores we have to pay, right?
What is that, sir?
9,600 cores. Like this price, the given price into 9,600. So it will be for 9,19,200, right?
What is 9? Where is 9,600? I didn't get you at all.
So we have this 800 servers, right? 19,200 cores. So if we divide it by 2 cores, like so.
They are saying that they given the 2-core rate.
Yeah.
No,
That's
sir.
what I calculated.
No, let's do a easy math, sir. Other than that, 19,400 cores. Sir, 13,000, 13,000. Oops. I got what you're saying now. 13,748 cores cost divided by 2. Let's do, sir, 6,874. Easy, right? So per core cost is 6,874. Okay. Without any, sir, I'm telling all this without any discounts. Okay. The companies have discounting also. We will talk about that at the last. So, how much was the number? I'm sorry, I missed it. Oops. How much, sir? 6,000? 6,874. Okay. So, per core cost is $6,874, which is equal to, now do the mathematical calculation, 19,200 into 6,874 in dollars. So your company has to spend, oh, damn it, it's a lot.
And this price would be per year.
Yeah, this cost will be per year. 200%. This cost will be per year. How much is it, sir? Help me fast. 13
10
crores.
crores, 90 lakhs, 80,800.
Perfect. $13 crore. Okay. If you calculate again, hope you're aware of the news, sir. Dollar value is increasing more, causing trouble to India at the moment. It is 77, yeah, 77.8 something. So it is extremely high. Normally it is 76, it's 77 point something. Okay, anyways. So 1319. Okay, anyways, why to all that? 13 into 77 approximately. So, whoa. So 1,001 crores of Indian rupees. 1,000 crores. So not kidding, companies spend this much. So we are working on an expensive software only. This is how the billing works for Microsoft. So if it is what model? Core model. If it is core model, okay. We also have a second billing type, which we will talk. So now, so here we can do something, you know. So do you really want your company to spend $13 crore on every year on this configuration? So I definitely see a scope of reducing money. You know what you can do, sir?
You can reduce the non-production servers.
You can reduce the non-production servers. I like the idea. Option number 1. So, or second thing, non-production servers, you can use developer edition.
That is pure cost.
It's allowed. It's not running. So you're not running business here, right? And developer edition is equal to enterprise. But you can't use it for business.
Yes.
So many companies are doing this now. Now in the sense from SQL Server 2016, because developer edition is free from when, sir? SQL Server 2016. So many companies are doing it now. So converting, that means, sir, half the cost is gone.
Yes.
So 13 crore becomes 6 crore.
Roughly.
Roughly, approximately 6.5, 6.8. So am I clear? Is that okay? Any questions anybody have? Sir, just use developer edition here, sir. That's easy. You save a lot of money.
And also developer editions increase the course also 32 course and increase the 16 course and 16 course and also increase 8 course.
Which one? Repeat. I didn't understand.
Non-prod servers also increase the course, decrease the course. It's
okay. So what Ishwar is, but Ishwar keeping let's keep the servers 32 cores and 16 cores, no problem. Anyways, developer edition is free itself, right, sir? So and any number of cores doesn't matter. So yeah, just convert, switch to developer edition. So I don't know if you join any company or if you're already part of any company, just check in your office, your development servers or non-production servers, which are not business, which are for testing and playground, they are in what edition? If they are in enterprise or standard editions, I think it's your responsibility to talk to your seniors or your boss or somebody, raise this flag and say, hey boss, I think we can save some money here. So do it, sir. See, it's not like your team doesn't know. It's not like your seniors doesn't know, but at least you raising a voice from your side will be really good. So please try to do it. Whoever are working, I'm telling you. Okay, done, sir. So any questions on core-based billing model? This is how core model works.
Maybe I have one question. Like say, suppose when we set up a lab tomorrow and we install a developer edition and we have the DC and domain means domain. So will it be considered as a production or a non-production thing?
OS license you will pay. For SQL Server, there is no license. Operating, so by the way, there are two licenses that we have to pay. Everyone. Operating system license is a separate cost. OS license, Windows license. SQL Server is a separate license. We are currently talking about SQL Server license. There is no charge if it is developer edition.
But like if we create 3 VMs, say 3 VMs, and in 3 VMs, out of 3, there are 2 SQL servers, and one on DC there is no SQL server, but on the other 2 machines there is SQL server. So if we install developer edition on both the instances, so will it be considered as a production thing if we have the domain name also, or will it be not considered as a...
Irrespective of domain and all, everyone will talk about domain later, sir. Just don't think what is this domain word, which is coming up in level 2, not in level 1. We'll talk there. So for others who don't know what is domain, just ignore this question and let me talk to Rahul for a second. Rahul, irrespective of domain or non-domain, normal computer, standalone, end of the day, developer edition is free. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Sure, thank you.
Developer is absolutely free. For testing, for evaluating, the only condition for developer edition is don't use it for business.
And regarding the question which I asked you on WhatsApp yesterday, can we have that?
No, we still did not finish, sir. We are going there.
Sure.
Okay. So we'll go there. So any other questions anybody have? This is one type of billing model. Any questions anybody have so far?
KD, from the start, I have one question. This servers, production servers, non-production servers, the server building, how do we do it? Because this will be developed by us.
The so-called servers will not be created by us. There is a separate team called Windows team. They will be building all the servers. So building is not our job. They will build and they will create and give us, and we use them. So we are the users. The building is done by Windows team.
So we ask them as per our data, how many we need to, how many we require servers and all.
How many servers you want also, we will not decide. See, as a DBA, your job, my job is to manage all the servers. So there will be some architects who will design and say, hey, for this project, for this much of data, this many servers are required. So that planning is done by another team.
Okay.
So we are like facilitators. We will be there to support. See, let's say, Sandhya, in my organization right now, we have around 2,000 servers, 2,500 odd servers. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go around the table once. Let's ask our friends how many servers they are supporting in their office. So whoever are working, can you please shed some light and tell how many servers are there in your office environment? This will really help.
100 servers.
100. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, 100 is one count. Any other counts? Just quickly, if you can throw the number, is sufficient.
35 servers.
How much, sir? Could not hear. 35 servers. Okay, good.
Yes.
35. Thank you.
We deal with almost 40 to 45 clients, so we have a lot of servers.
So 40 to 45 clients means on an average, if also we take per client 200 average, right? 100, 200 average.
100. Few
100.
clients have 50 or something.
Oh.
Few have more than 100.
So then on an average, let's take 100. So 45 clients means 4,500 servers all in all. Okay, thank you.
In my organization, we support only one client, so we are in-house DBS for them. So we have the nearly 500 to 600 servers,
600.
mixed of dev servers, UAT servers, and
Production
servers.
and non-production.
Yeah.
Oh, all put together 500.
Right.
Okay. So Sandhya, this is the answer. So, and Sandhya, we have one of our friends, okay, whom I closely interact with. They have 20,000 servers in their office environment. This is kind of the highest I have seen. 20,000 servers in their office environment. One client only, no client sharing. Okay, one client having massive 20,000 servers. So now you all might be thinking, right, KDA, why are they getting excited? 20,000, 500, 35, 10, 100. So this all depends on which company you are going to join. The server count always will vary. So never underestimate. 35 servers means lower environment. 500 servers or 20,000 means top environment. You know, that's not how we categorize. Even if it is 35, sir, the quality of work matters. How much of all that. So anyways, we'll talk about this in future. So all in all, sir, are you clear on core-based licensing? Sandhya, answer for that question is we don't build servers. Windows team will build it. We will use the servers. And once they build and give, somebody will ask, somebody will build. We are the bodyguards. That's all.
But
So
once we get the server from Windows team, like the installation and all the stuff will have to do.
Of course. SQL Server installation, obviously, yes, sir. You're right.
Yeah.
So Sandhya, we do SQL Server installation. We don't do Windows builds. I think you're asking about Windows only, right, Sandhya? We don't build the servers.
I'm just asking about this production servers, number digits, non-production servers.
Correct.
So
We don't build them.
Our part is like loading a data into that service is our part, right?
Again, a correction. We don't load data into the database servers. We are not programmers to load data. So application team, some programming team, somebody will be there who will load the data. Our job is to bodyguard, protect, safeguard that databases, continuously monitor, make them look good,
Like
keep them in, do maintenance, keep them in shape. That's all.
And
Like a caretaker, Mother Teresa.
Okay. Taking our example into consideration, like we have this 800 servers. So is there a cap on number of users per machine or?
So this discussion will come in future, definitely. In security, we have to discuss and few other topics coming up. There is no cap, sir. There is no cap. Cap is not there. But anyways, we can talk about that little later. So now, sir, everyone, going back to the point, Sandhya, any other questions or anybody else have any? Bala, you are muted. Is there any question?
One question.
Yeah, KD, actually, non-production servers, we can use our developers. Developers can work.
Sorry, Bala.
Who can work on the non-production servers?
Sir, all is our responsibility. Whether it is production, whether it is non-production, all is our responsibility.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sandhya, yes, last question.
Suppose we have a 35 clients. So for each client, we separately maintain a server?
Yeah, because each client is independent, right? So see, there are two types we work normally, which we will discuss in future for sure. Sometimes we work for dedicated client, only one client. That one client, whatever servers are there, we completely take care of them. Sometimes we work on shared client environment, or we also call it as shared services. So where not one, but you might have multiple clients. So problem here is you have to give time for all the clients. Whenever ticket comes, we have to prioritize and work on it. So yes, you may work on shared environment. You may work on dedicated environment. Both are possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, done. So now let's get to the point, sir, because we need to finish this agenda also. So next one is, so after talking about core-based licensing, now it's time to talk about server plus CAL licensing. So requesting all of you to listen carefully. This is important. I'm not saying that you may have this in your office or you may have this in office. We don't know. You may have it. So rather than licensing per core, okay, rather than licensing per core and paying a hefty 13 crore rupees, dollars. So why not? There is a second strategy also. If your company wants to follow, there is a second strategy also. Before I talk as an example, sir, first let me explain you what is this concept. So my laptop has, my server has 256 cores. Example, it's a very high-end server, sir. One server only, one server, very high-end, 256 cores I have. Okay. So that means technically 6,874 something, right? So 200 into 6,874 we have to pay. That means around still you're paying $13 lakh for one server, sir. Because that server has got 256 cores. So now, okay, chalo, I paid $13 lakh. But the point is, am I using to that level? Because it's a brand new server I purchased. I don't know how many people are using. I don't know the usabilities. Okay, chalo, I am a startup. I am a new company. And sir, I don't know whether the business, so 13 lakhs, I'm fine to invest, but I just need some clarity. Before investing that much, $13 lakh is a huge amount still. Before investing that amount, I do not want to do that core-based licensing. So there is one more option called server plus cal. If my usage is increasing, sir, if my business is increasing, then I will convert later from server plus cal licensing to core-based. So this is all for budget saving, by the way. What is it, sir? Server plus cal. Rather than purchasing license per core, processor, I will pay license for entire server. One license only. Server. For server, you will pay license. Or laptop or server. One license per server. Plus, sir, how many people are using? A CAL is nothing but CAL is nothing but client access license. Client, so end of the day, if you create databases, somebody will access the database. Why did we create database? For people to access. In server plus CAL license, server, one license you will purchase. CAL means clients. So per client, let's say one developer, two developer, three developer, four developer, you have 100 developers. For 100 developers, I will take 100 client licenses. For entire server, I will purchase one server license. So server plus cal is also one more licensing model. So let's do one thing, okay? Let's do one thing. Let me take another notepad for another example, just to make it a little more clear. So 2 minutes, bear patience, you'll understand. So I have one server with 256 cores, for example, or maybe 128 cores. Is one type, right, sir? And then this is here I want to apply billing model 1. Okay, in billing model 1, core based licensing, I have to pay for what, sir? 128 into 6,874, which is equal to $8,79,872. This is one billing model. Second billing model is server plus cal licensing. Okay, sir? Server plus cal licensing. How much is the cost? So you go to that same website again. Do you see standard? So by the way, one correction, sir. In enterprise, whenever you purchase enterprise edition, in enterprise, you don't have server plus cal. Got it? In enterprise, everything is core based only. If you purchase standard edition, sir, in standard edition, you have got two options, core based and server plus cal. Okay, so cheap. What, sir? So server, wait, sir. So in sir, look at this. Then let me do one thing. Correct? Is this correct? Billing method 1. Okay. Second billing method, sir. Billing method 2. You can go for core-based licensing, but standard edition, not enterprise edition, sir. Standard edition. What is the cost of standard edition? 3,586 for 2 core. So KD, there is a huge difference between enterprise and standard. Yes, sir. There is huge difference. So 2 core pack. So that means divided by Okay, 1793. So anybody getting bored, stop me immediately. But no, this is important, or else I would not waste time. You should know this. 1793. So 1793 into 128. So then in this case, you will pay 2,29,504 dollars if it is standard billings. Or third option, billing model 3, which is nothing but server plus cal. This also is standard edition, right? Because server plus cal is not available in enterprise edition. It is available only in standard edition, sir. Then how much you pay is, again, still the, you don't care about cores here. You don't care about cores. You care about cost. So server cost is how much? Just how much? $899. So server cost is equal to $899. And so cal, client access license, the clients who are accessing is $209, sir. $209, sorry. Cal cost equal to, okay. Now help me, sir. So now that means in this third billing model, you should think like this. Okay, listen. Server cost $899. So how many clients I have? How many developers are going to use this database? How many client licenses you want? So let's say, as I said, I have 200 developers right now. So 200 else are needed. So now what's the cost, please? $899 plus 200 into
209.
209. So 200 into 209, $41,800. So $899 plus dollar number is equal to, again, plus 42,000. Any questions anybody have?
Based on this, I think that can you just explain me the question which I asked you?
Definitely, sir. That's our next immediate topic is your question only. So what I wanted to do was explain all the billing model 1, billing model 2, billing model 3. That's why I parked your question yesterday. So definitely, yes. Our immediate discussion is your example only. But just wanted to wait for anybody else have any questions. Then we will.
Which kind of billing model is mostly used?
So now that's a good question. So now, which kind of billing model will be mostly used? So two things, please. It's tough to say because this judgment must be made in the organization. See, I'll tell you, sir, 200 licenses, $42,000 is still a cost saving, right? If you go for core-based billing,
yeah.
If you go for core-based billing, you're spending 229,000. Same thing, sir, with 200. So you know your license cost, you know cal licenses, you know your client access license. So you're saving money, sir. What if your clients are 2,000? Then one number increases, yes.
Yes. Or else, what if my number of servers is high?
Correct. So on the top, if your cores are high, if your cores are more, then this number increases. So that's what. So that balance, right? It's tough to tell. Once in the office environment, you need to calculate and see, okay, if I go with this billing model, this much revenue is coming up. If I go for client access billing model, this much revenue is coming up. What is best for me?
Okay.
So Prajot, but let's be frank. I know Prajot. We don't do all these calculations in office. Sir, everyone, no, I'm not trying to confuse anybody yet. I'm going to Rahul's question now, because that is also an example that we have. Sir, everyone, just letting you know, in this scenario, we are not going with any billing model. This is not our job, your job, my job. Sir. This is only, as I said, this is not an interview question also. This is for understanding purpose. What happens in real environments? Your company's architect or whoever is part of the billing will discuss with Microsoft sales team. So everyone, the suggestions will be given by Microsoft. Microsoft sales team, they will talk. Microsoft sales team will ask questions. Hey, what is your environment? How many cores you have? Then they will give a recommendation that, hey, you go with this one or you go with this one. This much cost is going to come for that. So then these guys will do and say, oh, okay. Then let's go for CAL option or let's go for server option, core option. So then the decision making is done.
Isn't it based on like if I have the enterprise edition, then I will have to go with the billing model one only, irrespective of whether I have the number of cores or number of servers.
If you have what, sorry, I didn't get.
I have enterprise edition, like my all servers are production servers, and enterprise editions like based on that, like I will have to go for a billing model one, irrespective of whether I have the number of cores or number of users.
So if your environment, in your office environment, if enterprise edition is compulsory for all of you, then definitely there is no option of billing model 2 and 3. Guys, everyone, I think what Rahul said just now, if you are, it is must to use enterprise edition. In enterprise edition, you don't have two options. No, only option you have is core based. So there is no big question. Directly go ahead, talk to Microsoft sales team, how much ever money they say, just blindly pay. I'm talking about if you want standard edition in some servers, there you can save some budget. So
KD, is there any difference of like way of installation where if you use different models, like core base is normal installation, but if there is server plus cal, then is there any different way of installation?
No.
Or something?
Installation will be same itself. So nothing, no big difference. Installation will almost be same. During installation, you will select enterprise or standard. That's also nothing much. No difference. So anybody else have any other questions before I jump to Rahul's scenario? But I just want to ask you all, anybody. So this is not complex. Come on, this is not rocket science. We're just talking about easy mathematics we have used, nothing more than that. So I said that if you go for enterprise edition, only option you have is core based. If you go for,
can we get this thing notepad, the same thing like which you have typed on this? Can we get in a study material thing like?
No, it's there. No, it's there. It's already there. You'll be getting it shortly. It's already there in the content. So all these examples with examples of it is there. The second one, so second is standard edition. In standard edition also we have, everyone please listen. So in standard edition also we have two options. You can go for core based or you can go for server plus cal. So two options. So you can save money for your company. That's it, nothing more. So with this one example, I will go to next point if there are no questions from anyone. So there is one company. I probably will not take the company name because I know a couple of friends who lost job in that company. So I need to give this example. Somehow I will not take the company name. So what happened in this company was the person who is responsible at a very senior level kind of ignored, kind of was not attentive, did not put the brain properly when purchasing licensing. Okay. The person declared and said that all servers enterprise. Am I clear, sir? The person declared and said all the servers we have, how many ever, 200, 300, 400, 500 servers, all servers purchase only enterprise. And they did that. Okay, sir? Then nothing happened. Payments were made, all good. After 1.5 years or something, sir, project started going into little loss. And obviously when something goes into loss, people start looking at cost cutting, right? So everybody in the project started looking at where can we cut the cost, where can we cut the cost, and they started looking at options. And one of the options, one of the team members, not even the architect or the senior level, one of the team members, proudly a KDSSG person, did what? Identified and said that, hey, this is where we can save cost. Why are we going for everything enterprise? We don't need. Some enterprise are okay. Critical servers will keep enterprise. Non-critical, let's go for standard. And in standard also, there are two options. The person proposed an idea, sir, and they did some evaluation. You know what? $2 million they could save. $2 million. Did you hear again? 1.9 or something. $2 million close to. And end result, the person who gave recommendation lost the job. So because of recklessness, because already the company lost 2 million per another half year. Half year, power year will not be there, sir. Full year, you have to pay license to Microsoft. So almost 2 years of 2 plus 2, 4 million loss it was for the company technically. So understood, sir. I mean, say, by the way, I'm not scaring anyone that you will lose your job. Definitely not. What I'm saying is when giving a recommendation, right? If you are in a recommending position, like 10 plus, 12 plus, 14 plus years as an architect or something, there you should be careful. Remaining all for normal experience, like below that, sir, you would not give any recommendations. You can identify and tell your company. So is this example okay? A serious example I'm saying, and a live example, real example. This happened somewhere around 5 years back, 4 years back. And there's one more example, one company, very old company, sir, RAM Infotech, where there also something like this also happened. Okay, anyways, back on note. I'm jumping to Rahul's scenario now. Any questions anybody have? Finally, one last time I'm asking, so I can discuss what we can move on.
Okay. What is the client access license means?
So client access, okay. As of today, wantedly, I am also stepping back. I did not talk more about CAL. What is exactly client access license? If you can give some time, because let's first finish SQL Server installation.
Okay, sure.
And then later on, I'll bring, so what is CAL, right? This is a question, like, what do you mean by client access license? We will talk about it. And sir, what do you mean by core license? Sir, if I install SQL Server, you will come to know what you actually mean by license. Everyone, just wait for a day or two max, we will install SQL Server. Okay, so with that, sir, let me minimize everything, ask you all a simple questions. How many types of licensing models are there? Two types, server plus CAL and core-based license. Core-based licensing is available in both enterprise and standard also. Server plus CAL is available only in the standard. Not in the enterprise. Huh? Okay, wait. Hey, this proof also I have to give, sir, everyone. Open the SQL Server licensing guide. So I just want to show you also, nothing more. Whatever I'm saying is right or wrong is what I want you to know. So when I open the licensing guide, it's opening. Just a minute. Yeah, so I'm opening the licensing guide. Just a minute. Yeah, so when you open the licensing guide and just see inside that, 2 minutes. Watch this. Look at this, sir. Enterprise per core. Enterprise has only core-based licensing. Standard has got core-based, and second is standard server plus CAL. Okay, sir? Oh, now limitations. How many core limit? How much of RAM you can use? How much of hard disk you can use? Express edition. How much, sir? One socket or, oh, sorry. I thought it is one core. It is 4 cores. Sorry, sir. Express edition, free edition, 4 cores, 1 GB RAM it can use maximum, 10 GB of storage, hard disk, database size, 10 GB only. Okay. And remaining above all are here. So you know this calculation now, come down. So one last thing, just look at this. After that, we are good and move on. Sir, very good. Sir, licensing, we can go so deep. Licensing can be one subject for somebody, but we are not going that deep. We're not going at that deep. One thing we all should know is purchasing. So you can purchase SQL Server from where? You can go and purchase from a retail store. Retail purchasing you can do, or volume licensing program is what they call, or you can purchase from a third-party person. So when you purchase SQL Server license, and of course, Express and Developer are always free. You ignore them. So Enterprise Edition, you cannot purchase in the retail store. Got it? You can't go to a store and just purchase it. Not possible. Whereas Standard Edition, you can purchase from a retail store. If you want, and again, from a volume licensing program perspective, volume licensing is what we call. There, you can purchase Enterprise and Standard. Both in third party also, you can purchase both. So again, sir, now let's not go and start discussing what is retail purchasing, what is volume licensing and all that, but not for today for sure. It would cause more confusion than clarity. At least if you know the types of licenses is good for now. And I'm halting. So this document is a 42-page document. Everything is mentioned in it. You can read and you'll understand. Okay, now second thing, sir. Server plus cal. I told you, right? For Enterprise Edition, there is no server plus cal. For Standard Edition, you have both. This also we discussed. Now your next question will be, what the hell do you mean by cal? You did not tell us what is the meaning of cal. Okay, I did not tell you what is the meaning of cal. If you can just come down, sir. This I'll explain. Yeah, server plus cal licensing. Sir, look at this. By the way, Venkatesh, you asked this question, so I'm doing a quick connect. So look at this. So you purchase license, you will license the server, entire server. License the server on which SQL Server software will be installed. Server, sir, entire server. In that server, you may have 10 cores, 20 cores, 40 cores, 80 cores, 60 cores, 100 cores, 128 cores, doesn't matter, sir. N number of, it is not core based, okay? This is complete server you are licensing. Second thing, sir, device cal. Device cal means licenses a device, meaning a laptop that will connect to this one. A laptop which can connect to this server and use the software. I mean, data is present here. Databases are stored here. With this laptop, you are purchasing. You are not purchasing, sorry. You are selecting, you are accessing data. Second one, sir, user cal. User cal means a person licensing. A person. This person may use any laptop, anytime from anywhere. So this is called as server plus cal. So clients who are using this database, them also you can license. Yeah, so Rahul, let's go to your questions. Venkatesh, is that clear? I mean,
KD, one question here, like suppose we are having a cal, right, and we are also accessing the SQL servers as a DBAs. So will we be considered a user or like no?
Depending, sir, depending on how you see, if your company is going for server plus cal license, mostly you don't go for server plus cal. You also know in office it will be, sir, everyone, almost we all are wasting time, I would say, because in office everything will be enterprise mostly, just for your clarity, sir. And second thing is, in non-production servers, it is developer. Nowadays, okay. Standard edition utilization is always low itself, but there are some companies who are using standard edition, then also core based, okay, not server plus cal. So very, very rare you will see server plus cal. Very, very rare. A company which wants to save the budget or a startup who don't know the future, for them, this is a good billing model. So Rahul, we don't use that in office. You know it very well. So yes, in that case also, person DBA or whoever, person who is connecting to the database would technically be calculated as a cal license. So cal is not a software as mentioned here. It is just a person who is connecting to the database, who wants to access the database, or a laptop who wants to access the database. You can have a device cal, you can have a user cal, a person or a laptop or a PC or whatever. Okay, so anyway, sir, this would be going bouncers if we go deep and start talking, but I hope everybody got some minimum visibility of what is a license. And before that, Rahul, can you raise your question, sir? What was the scenario you said yesterday? Let me go to that. Okay, done. So I've copy pasted. Let me put it in a Let me put it in a notepad. So let me rephrase the question I asked you in the class. Let's take two companies. One is a startup with employee strength of 10. Of the question yesterday when I read in the chat, by the way. So an employee count 10. So 10 is the employee count. That means, so smart people who want to save budget can think of 10, an employee count, right? So user or dash device cal. Device means PC, user means person. Okay, done. Employee count of 10. All needing access to SQL Server. All of them wants to access to SQL Server, having two physical processors, meaning two sockets you need. So that means with 6 cores means each socket 6 cores, 6 plus 6, 12 cores then?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so 2 sockets equal to 2 into 6 cores equal to 12 cores total. So, or if you go for server plus cal, server license 1 plus 10 cal licenses. These are the two options. Now you can go for, and by the way, sir, again, first of all, you should ask yourself a question. Shall I go for enterprise edition? Or shall I go for standard edition? Big MNC, we will talk later. So I think we already talked about big MNC. Yeah. Yes, sir. So you have to tell now, Rahul.
Based on like what we discussed in the class, like if we
No,
are
first of all, we want an answer here, question here.
Yeah.
I have a question here, like enterprise or standard is the point.
I was thinking in my mind that the workload is same as the one big MNC. Like this is a startup, but it is having a workload. So I was not thinking about standard edition, but like enterprise edition when this question came up in my mind.
Okay. But again, sir, but
Yeah.
technically, whenever we are discussing about a scenario, first
Right.
always we should ask this question about going with only enterprise or going with enterprise or standard, one of that. So you have to choose here. So which
Right.
one, sir? Shall we go for enterprise or standard?
Like standard will give the both the scenarios, right? The core based as well as cal. But if we go for
Then
enterprise,
I'll
then
write,
it will,
then I'll
it
go
will
for
be not
everything.
there.
This means then you have to pay how much?
Six licenses.
That's it.
Into 6874.
6 into 13,000.
No, 6 into 6874.
You have
This is
12
to-
cores total, right?
Yeah,
You have 12 cores, right? So total.
12 cores, but it will come in type of 2 cores, right? So 6874
I'm
for
multiplying with 6 now.
So that's what I'm doing, sir. 13,000.
Yeah, full.
I'm doing correct one.
Yeah.
13,748 into 6.
no into
That's
into 6 that it will be 12 cores, right? 6 physical cores. That means like 12 logical processors. I'm talking about. We are talking about 6 cores only.
Let's talk, sir. Let's not mention logical processor count at all. We always talk about
no.
cores.
I'm like I was just explaining you like what I mean by 6 physical cores. I never mentioned 12 cores anywhere. Like I'm talking about 12 physical cores. That 12 physical cores comes to
No,
sorry,
sir, okay.
6 physical cores come to 12.
One
logical
minute, sir.
processors.
Your
Yeah.
question says 2 physical processors are there. That means, that's how I understand. 2 sockets are there. Each one has 6 processors. 6 plus 6, 12. That's how I calculate it.
Right.
Again, if there's a
Right.
correction, tell me. I can
Right.
make the correction.
You are right.
And then 12 cores, right? And it's correct only. As per your question, sir, I'm reading this as it is.
Yes.
Then 12. So 12 in 12 cores. So 12 cores means okay. 12 into 6,784. $81,000 you are going to pay for this one. $81,000. Hey everyone, are we confusing others, sir? Or are you okay? Say simple maths only we are doing. So this is not even SQL Server session. Right now we are doing mathematical session. How many of you got more than 90% marks in maths? Can raise your hands on an aggregate. On an aggregate. In your record across your academics, a digital hands. There's a digital hand option in Zoom if you want to raise that hand. Okay. No, I'll not raise my hand. I am not a 90% maths guy anyways. So, okay, 3 people. Good. So you guys will enjoy this one. But for others, so if you're feeling discomfort, I'm excusely sorry, because this example yesterday Rahul has mentioned. So I wanted to address this quickly. Okay, done. Yes, Rahul. So enterprise edition, you'll pay this much, sir. Again, if you go for standard edition in standard core model, obviously, so you know the math quickly. So maybe we should do 1 second, sir. 6 into what is the cost? 3,586. $21,506. Okay. So this is for standard course, and last one is standard server plus cal. Last one. So yeah, $899 per. $899 for, by the way, sir, 10 users he said, right? 10 users. So 10 into 209, 2090 plus $899, 2,989. That's it, sir. This is cheaper, much cheaper option. So Rahul, this is the answer for your first question, sir. First section. If you have anything, any corrections to it, please let us know.
No, okay, you are.
Okay, good. Second one. Then on the other hand, we have a big MNC. This is, so by the way, what Rahul gave is a classic example of a startup company. Small company with 10 employees. It's growing company, sir. And so you can't ask a small company to go and purchase an enterprise edition. Utter rubbish, wrong decision. So you can't ask them to invest $81,000. No. You better ask them to invest how much? $3,000. Let them grow. Let the 10 employees become 20, 20 become 200, 200 become grow more. And then they will think, okay, now our billing model, this is not good. Let's go for enterprise or something like that once business grows. So for a small company, absolutely, you go ahead and recommend this one. If company is okay, they have to test, sir. They have to check the performance and everything. They are okay, then go for it. Any questions? Okay. Second, sir.
Just like if a startup is going for standard edition, will they compromise on the features part?
So now, yeah, correct, right? So if they go for standard edition, features are, they want more features, then they have to spend money on $81,000. They have no other option. If they want all enterprise edition features, full performance and everything, sorry, yeah, they have to spend $81,000.
Like MDS and all the stuff will not come, right?
I don't know. I don't know about MDS, whether MDS is included or not, but you have to check. Licensing guide will tell you.
Sure.
Okay, so everyone. So now these are, so Microsoft is giving 3 options. Customer must choose what they want. That's it. What they have, what they want, they have to decide. And last one, sir, let's finish this also. Shouldn't take long. Yeah, help me, sir. 2 physical processors. Again, same thing. 6 physical cores. I think then I just have to copy paste this one again here. 2 sockets, 12 cores total. But here licenses are how many? 10,000. 10,000 user licenses this time. Huge volume. Okay, sir. Perfect. Then tell me fast now. So you tell me the math, sir. Please help me. So if it is enterprise, sir, if it is enterprise, that will remain the same. Got it? So above also 12 cores, below also 12 cores, same math, sir. No need to change the math. Same. Now standard also same. No need to change the math. Yeah. But here it is going to change. So how much, sir?
That is $2 lakhs.
You already did the math. Okay, good.
209899.
Okay, then sure. So 10,000 into 209, whatever is a number, plus another $899. So that is, guys, this is the numbers as just now Pratyusha mentioned. So you're going to spend 2 lakh, no, 20 lakh. Right? 20 lakh. So yeah, 20 lakh, $90,899. So now you tell me, sir, for a big company, is it good to go with 10,000 client licenses, or better to go with the enterprise itself, sir? Unlimited licenses. Client licenses you will not calculate. So for this company, this requirement, this is the best option. So do you understand how such a wonderful question Rahul has asked everyone?
Yes.
So this gives clarity. So, okay, what shall I recommend when it is small company with small setup, big company with big setup? What shall I recommend? Fantastic question, Rahul. So yesterday, wantedly, I halted it because I wanted to talk in the class about it. Okay, next one, sir. Last one. Will the price charged to both the same? Definitely not. Of course, sir. From enterprise-wise, same. Core-wise, same. But client-wise, client and server plus client license, it is different. So now, which one shall you recommend for the customer? So you recommend to your customer what you want to recommend. So I am done with Rahul's questions. Anybody have any other things you can ask? I love the question. Oh, we have spent on licensing one full class. Wow. Okay. No problems. That's okay. I said, right, it's okay. One session gets wasted. Pretty okay. But with the clarity you're going. Also, still, we did not talk about volume licensing, retail purchasing. So not required. Why to unnecessarily blast our head for no reason? And by the way, I told about discounting, right, sir? Did I talk about discounting? No. How much do you think really companies will pay? So the number that you are seeing on that is not the real number. I mean, of course, if you are a big customer, definitely discounting will be given. So I'll give you a small example, small number, how much we pay. Okay, based on that, you calculate. Sir. Listen, we pay $6,000 for enterprise, 4-core pack. Uh-huh. 6,600 for enterprise. I'm so sorry. $6,600. Okay, for 4-core pack, not 2-core pack, 4-core. So that is the, because huge servers, right? They give you a discount.
$90,000.
Sorry, Venkatesh?
$90,000. As with this scenario, we have 12%.
This scenario. No, but this is not a huge customer, right, sir? See, I told you, right? We have 2,500 servers. Our core count is a lot. So, okay, if you want to calculate, then let me go to the last example of ours. Okay, in this example, not even this one, sir, I'm sorry. The first one, this example. Now you do the calculation, sir. We pay how much? $6,600 per 4 cores, divided by 4. 1,650 is our cost. So, same what this company is paying, we will pay how much, So 1,650 into 19,000. Same, we will pay this much. 3 crores we will pay. Got it, sir? Look at the discounts. Can somebody, mathematical experts who raised hand, question to you, how much discount are we getting?
10 crores.
90%, 80%, 70%, how much percent? Sir? Whatever is a percent, you do the calc. Okay, no, you can answer later, but so that's all, sir. Class is done. Tomorrow, what we will do, sir, time to start SQL Server installation now. Because additions you have. So by the way, let me ask you this one question, conclusion question today. Do you know what are versions of SQL Server? First of all, do you know the history of SQL Server, where this all started? Okay. By the way, we did a prequel also, sir. DBMS, RDBMS, that story also we have discussed. After that, we talked about SQL Server story. Microsoft never had plans. After that, finally, Microsoft came into database business. That's fine. So now let's talk about, then we started talking about versions of SQL Server. 2019, 17, 16, 14, 12, 8R2, 8, 5. Let's stop there because this is the version count. We will be doing SQL Server installation from 2005. I will be showing you 2005, the oldest and not so good looking 2005 to the latest modern 2019. All versions we will install. Next one, sir, not finished yet. Please listen. Versions, you know. Editions of SQL Server, if I ask you that. Enterprise edition, standard edition. Stop it, sir. Mainly those two only for business purpose. Developer is also there. Express is also there. So fine. Next part. Third question. Components of SQL Server. Database services, analysis services, integration services, reporting services. We deal with only database services. Remaining all fall under MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence. That's not our job. Our job is database services. Knowing a little about MSBI is good, which we will do in future classes. Little, sir. Little means extremely little. We'll not spend unnecessary time on it. This course is not about MSBI. Okay, done. But then, sir, today we understood how licensing works, how much you have to pay as a big customer, as a small customer, how much you have to pay for SQL Server license. Again, I'm saying
Data
today,
models.
oh yeah, DBMS, RDBMS, you can keep it off aside. But again, yeah, data models, hierarchical model, network model, relational model, that also we discussed. Again. So, and last one. So tomorrow what we will do, if you can look at the slides once, I'm done with the licensing. I will do a basic to basic architecture of SQL Server. First, I will show you this. So this is not the real architecture, trust me. There's a big architecture which will come up in level 3. This is just a introduction, so just to let you know how it works. Immediately we'll start SQL Server installation. So tomorrow itself, we are starting SQL Server installation. We will start with 2005. All good, sir? So this normally introduction classes are for 4 or 5 sessions I take on introduction. That's what we did. This will at least let you know what we are going to do. At least this gives the background first. From now here onwards, we will start the actual content. Yes.
Just one question. Will the architecture remain same throughout, or is there a shift in architecture?
No, this is just the structure, sir, just a skeleton. Okay. So of course we have to discuss about each and every component individually. This is just a skeleton at the moment.
No, what I'm saying is say for 2000 or 2000.
Same architecture. Same architecture.
Throughout 2009.
Throughout same architecture, but okay. Somewhere in 2008 R2 there were a couple of changes done, and in 16 a couple of changes were done. So that discussions we will do in level 3 anyways. So yeah, almost from the beginning till now, the architecture somehow remains the same.
Thank you, Peter.
That's all for today, sir. Let's reconnect tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So, sir, people who are not on camera, I could not see your expressions. Today's class went good or not, I don't know. Whoever on camera were, okay, I was seeing you, I was observing you. So felt like, okay, at least for me. But you have to give that feedback later. So, but again, sir, still remember, sir, we already told you, whoever started the class from today, some of you have come today, you have a 2-week evaluation period. Who have come from the beginning, you have 2-week evaluation period. So whatever we want you to do is, this is tomorrow onwards, we are starting the actual content after introduction. So please decide, make your plans, because this is how the whole course will run. We will go into every aspect, every topic we'll discuss in detail. So I told you, right, it might seem slow in the beginning, but gradually we'll pick up speed. Initially, I always keep it slow just to make sure that every topic is well explained, because once foundation falls, then pillar we can, other floors are easy to construct. So foundation is the most important one. Level 1 is most important. So we'll go slow only. If anybody is feeling a bit slower, then please comment. Let's talk offline also. I'm good with it. And again, so, but make a call, because we have another week for you to evaluate and decide. So because this is a journey, right? It's a career changing move. Some of you are changing your career totally. So it's important that you completely check, evaluate, and then make a call. Right, sir? Make a solid decision. Thank you. Let's reconnect tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Now signing off. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good
Bye,
day.
everyone. Have a nice day, everyone.
Bye-bye.